This video is brought to you by Longoni Cues.
Is this happening to you a lot? You win that tactical battle over your opponent, or you just broke the balls really nice. You get this nice opening starter, you have to roll it in, go 2 reels around, and you keep rattling and missing it and blowing your chance to win the game. Hi pool players, it's the Terminator. Welcome back to another episode of Terminator Tips. In this video I have a great drill for you where we're going to work on this shot over and over and get this part of your game up to speed. So let's hop onto my Pro Start table right now and make you a stronger player. Alright, here we go. It works just like the crossover with draw. I'll put a link here in the top. Remember, we had to get from one side of the table to the opposite side of the table. Then we take an object ball and replace that. We take the cue ball again in our hand. We get ball in hand behind the line. And we keep our run going. This time, however, we're going to do with follow and nothing but follow. We have to hit 2 reels on each shot, bottom reel and side reel, and then come back out. We're not allowed to cross the middle of the table. So if the ball ends up here, you hit it too hard, your run is over. As usual, this drill is for all levels. We're going to start with C to C+. Just start from the kitchen line, make this ball, and try to make a few in a row. So you just set up an object ball like this, bit from the reel where you get some options, take cue ball in hand, and give yourself an angle to go 2 reels to the opposite side of the table. There. With good speed and direction now, the cue ball is going to land approximately in the same position on the opposite side. We take that object ball, replace it, and again we get cue ball in hand. So we put it on the kitchen line again. You can place it where you want, give yourself a nice angle. It's going to teach you a lot about angles. Maybe in the beginning you're putting it too much here or too much here. You're going to find that out. You want to get approximately to the first diamond. Again, just the high ball, no spin, just aiming, alignment, and speed. There's that first diamond. That's pretty nice. That's 2. We're trying to go for 4 in a row. Nice and easy. Here comes the next shot. Ball in hand. Bit more angle. There. Good alignment. Focus. Pretty good. We need 1 more. Focus now. Set it up. 2 reels. You always have to go short reel, long reel. And there's that second reel for 4 in a row. If you're starting to get a little bit better at this, try to do 6 in a row, 8 in a row. Have some fun with this. Let's move on to the version for the B and B+ players. Here we go. In this second version, we're going to extend our zones of play somewhat. We're going to start from the line with 1 from the left and then 1 to the right. Then we're going to move it back half a diamond, keep our run going for another 2, and then all the way back to the first diamond for another 2. So we need 6 in a row from 3 different positions. Let me demonstrate this one. Here we go, taking a nice ball in hand on the line. Give yourself that nice angle where you can just hit it naturally without any spin. See, if you come towards that first diamond, you sort of end up around that third diamond nicely, about a half a diamond off the reel. And you can keep doing the same if your speed control and your pocketing is really clean. If you hit it in the center of the pocket, you can keep coming up around half a diamond from the reel. We made 2 in a row. So now we're moving half a diamond back. Still in good position. Don't have to add any spin. It's all about speed and direction here. Clean pocketing. See, towards that first diamond. That's number 3. I can put it close to the rail once again. Keeping my angle. Keeping my speed under control. That's the practice. Clean pocketing into the opening of the pocket. That's number 4. Need 2 more now. Gonna make it even more challenging. Going back another half diamond. And you can see that pocket can get into your bridge way. So you gotta hit this clean. You gotta focus towards that first one. Keeping the cue ball on a string. But this is where it all comes down to, that final one. The other 5 are great, but this is the money ball. You got to make this one, or you got to start over from scratch. Woo! That one wiped his feet in the end. Plus, I just stayed in the zone. Just hit it a slight tad too thin. Great little practice here. If you get better at this as a B+ player, start extending your runs. So do 4, 4, and 4. That's 12 in a row. That's really going to give you a great challenge. Let's move on to the final version, the Beast Mode, A to professional level version. Pretty much the same as the other one, but we're going to add 2 more zones. Half a diamond back, and then all the way frozen on the reel. So we have to do 10 in a row from 5 different zones, and that is a real challenge. Let's have a go at this. 10 in a row, 5 zones, starting from the line as before. Let's see if we can keep that same momentum. Opening of the pocket nicely towards that third diamond. That's where you want to start at. This builds your stroke, your alignment, your fine tuning, straight cueing, speed control, all good things, and your focus, determination. Like I said, if you mess this up a few times, it will get to you. Half a diamond back, we've done 2. Watch the angle. This is really going to teach you a lot of how the cue ball is going to come off that object ball towards that rail there. I sometimes have difficulty with that because the cleanness of the pocketing has a huge impact of how that cue ball is coming off that object ball and where it ends up. If you hit it on the fat side, the thin side, makes a big impact. That's why these shots are not easy at all. So we got 4 there. See, that was struck, I believe, on the thin side. That gave the cue ball a bit more action. There was more energy that stayed on the cue ball. Therefore, ended up fairly high. Half diamond back again. We're on the first diamond now. Things are getting more interesting. This is number 5. That was a nice clean shot. Good recovery. Again, see the opposite side now. I have to get really close to that rail. Tough to bridge. Almost have no angle, so I need a tip of right spin to bring me away from that rail. But you see there, you could clearly see if you rewind this that the 3 ball ended up on the left side of the pocket, and that meant I hit it thick. So I didn't get much movement on the cue ball. Now that ball here is almost straight in. I have to load this up with left English. Pocketing becomes extremely difficult. And I have to swing around those 2 rails. Boom. Good recovery shot. That was number 7. I'm back in business. I need 3 more tough ones. See, I'm on that half diamond line now. Cueing's tough. and it's only gonna get trickier. So this is really where you gotta bear down, bring it all together, your mechanics, your focus, your cueing, stay down on the ball. That's a massive thing with this drill also. There, that's pretty nice. I'm on that half diamond line now. I have some good options. I don't have to spin this because I'm frozen on the rail. You really need to get the object ball off the rail, that 10 ball. Otherwise you have to play with spin, and that's virtually too much to ask for when you're frozen on the rail, loading it up with spin. 2 more shots. This is really where the intensity starts building. Nicely on that half diamond. Sort of the same shot. Have to bring it as close as possible to that pocket to make sure I have that angle. See, even more, so I don't have to spin it. Here we go. Money ball, tough shot, after 9. Woo! Man, that was tough. That took me a long time. I really had to dig deep for this one. That shows you the challenge. That was the first time I got to the last ball. I missed this one, frozen on the rail, a couple of these, And this reminds me the most of like old school little computer games where you have to cross to the next level. If you don't, you gotta go back and start all over. And I love this about these kinds of drills. It's great match simulation. I spoke about that before. You know, I've been standing here over 20 minutes and I got really nervous on these last 2, I'll tell you, because I did not want to start over. I want to get the job done. And that builds the match simulation. You know, when the score might be hill, you got to finish it off. This is that practice that you need. There you go, pool fans. Another nice, powerful little drill to work on and get your game stronger every week. Don't forget to check out all the other great content on the channel. There's tips and lessons here uploaded weekly for you. Remember, if you're interested finally to work on the most important part of your game, the mental side, head over to the Terminator College, pick a course that suits you, and join the many hundreds that are already there and taking advantage of this right now. See you in the next episode.